Alright, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to briefly cover the things that Battlefront 2 2005 did better than EA's new Battlefront 2. Before we get started, I will say that my opinions may be biased, and I am fully aware of that. Battlefront 2 2005 is one of my favorite games of all time, and probably nothing will ever change my opinion on it. I will try and keep the bias to a minimum, but eliminating it entirely is impossible. That being said, I'm not just here to bash on the new game either. I actually really enjoy the new game, and I think it's up there with some of the best Star Wars games made to date. Keep in mind, these are just my opinions, and they're all subjective, just as all opinions are. Feel free to disagree, just please keep it civil. That's all I ask. Let's not resort to calling the games trash without reason. With that out of the way, let's get started. Since most people don't watch past the first few minutes of a video, I'll start with the biggest thing it did better, and that's the feeling of freedom. Not a damn thing in Battlefront 2 2005 is on rails. The nearest thing to it is its campaign objectives, and even then you still have options and the freedom to choose how you go about completing them. You have so many options when it comes to how you play the game, it's incredible. Many of the sub-points to follow will stem from this idea of freedom. A big point in the game's favor is how it handles vehicles. They actively spawn all around most maps for anyone to jump in at any time. No battle points to be collected, no major limitations to their numbers. They are numerous and readily available for whenever you feel like some armored gameplay. Keeping on the vehicle theme, major vehicles like AT-ATs are completely user controlled and not on rails. There are even more vehicles such as ATTEs, Spider Droids, Hailfire Droids, IFTX tanks, NR-N99 tanks, AAC-1 tanks, and even more that are simply not even in the new game. Of course, that could very well change with future free LC, and probably will change, but for now at least, vehicles are something that Battlefront 2 2005 does way better. When it comes to space battles, I'm kind of torn. There are certain things I really like about both games. What I think the classic Battlefront 2 does better is, again, the sense of freedom in space. The way the point system works allows you to go about collecting them in so many different ways. You can destroy enemy frigates, they are critical systems from the outside, board the enemy ship and destroy them from the inside, eliminate enemies within their own hangar, or just destroy enemy fighters in space. It's the option to do whatever you want that works so well here. Overall, I'd have to say that I like the space battles evenly between both games, but that's what I think the classic game does better at least. Even then, it is kind of hard to compare them because it's not like they were designed to function the same way to begin with. I think it is still fair to say that you prefer certain aspects over others though. Similar story to the space battles, I like how the heroes function in both games. The thing that the older one did better though is how it handles the force sensitive heroes. In the new game, I hate how you can be playing as a Jedi and not be able to jump more than 10 feet off the ground. It's something that just kinda bugs me. I get that they probably did that for balancing reasons, but it just feels so wrong. Pulling off crazy acrobatic shit as a Jedi or a Sith in the older game is one of the most satisfying things you can do. You can kinda do it in the new game, but in a much less impressive way. Sure, the old game system may not exactly work for the new game, but it is something that the old game did make work and pulled off so damn well. Second to last thing on my list is the campaign. This may be one of the more subjective parts of the video, since story-based things always fall under that umbrella. Nonetheless, the campaign for this game is absolutely brilliant. It's fun, engaging, lengthy, and best of all, it doesn't feel rushed. In my opinion, and many others as well, the story is far superior. Playing out the journey of the 501st from the beginning of the Clone Wars to the time of the second Death Star is an amazing Star Wars experience. Every mission being taken straight from the quote-unquote journal of the 501st makes the whole campaign captivating and memorable. Sure, the cutscenes are far less flashy, but the substance within them leaves you actually feeling emotional and accomplished. It also doesn't hurt that the narrator was Tamura Morrison. Again, it's not the case that I didn't like the new campaign, but the classic one has a lot more going for it. Last but not least, I have to talk about the mods. There's a reason this game is still alive, and it's because of the mods. While it may not be on the level of Skyrim modding, the amount of mods and the quality of the mods is right up there. There is truly so much modded content that it's like having a new game to play every week. The variety of mods is great too. You have the plethora of map mods, visual mods, side mods, campaign mods, Galactic Conquest mods, era mods, and more. Of course, this section could be invalid in a few years' time if modding becomes popular for the new game, which honestly I hope it will. But even so, to match the amount and greatness of the content already produced for the older game will be near impossible, I think. The modding community is also incredible. It's one of the most friendly and generous communities out there, and I'm not just saying that because Battlefront 2 mods are the basis of my channel. Anyways, those are the main things I think Battlefront 2 2005 did better than the new game. Let me know if I missed something, I'm sure I probably did. Also let me know what you think the new game did better, because I do think it did some things better than the old game. I'm interested to see what you guys think about it. Again, let's keep things civilized, please. Thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.